Welcome to The Trend. I'm Rebecca Granet. He is the multi-award-winning actor and musician who always made us laugh on The Amanda Show and his hit series, Drake and Josh. His single, Fuego Lento, is out now and catching fire with millions of streams. It is Drake Bell. Welcome to the show, Drake.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. I'm excited to talk about your new music.
Yeah.
Fuego Lento. Tell me about the inspiration for this song.
You know, I have a big Latin American fan base, and I do a lot of touring down there. And I think last year we were just playing a bunch of festivals and hearing a lot of that music and seeing the way the fans were reacting to it. And I think when I got back into the studio, I just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of what I felt like playing and wanted to, you know, I enjoyed listening to it, so I kind of wanted to, what I wanted to make. And it gave me the opportunity for the first time, because I would be... This is a loud chair. So we would be out and playing shows in those areas, and I would do covers of songs in Spanish and stuff, and the audience would love it, and so this gave me an opportunity for the first time to do something original in Spanish, and so that was kind of, you know, exciting and different, and the fans have really responded to it in a really cool way.
So where do you rate your level of Spanish proficiency without the song, if we were to have a conversation? Cero.
No, like, I don't know. I mean, I speak enough of it to get around. I spend a lot of time in Mexico and a lot of time in Mexico. So it's enough to get around, but my conversational Spanish it's not the greatest, but I mean, it's there enough to...
Yeah, you know, so when it came time to...
I'm not completely lost.
No, I mean, well, clearly, I mean, you're in the song. I mean, you sound so good.
Well, singing in Spanish is easy because I can
Is it easy?
Well, there's like take one, take two, take three. You know,
That's true.
It can kind of, wait, did that sound right? Did I pronounce that right? But when you're just in full conversation, it's a little different.
Yeah, I feel like if I tried this, because I took Spanish for years, and admittedly, like, the accent is really awful. Like,
Yeah.
it's no good.
Yeah.
Like, it's a dead giveaway for me. So that's why I was like so impressed when I actually listened to the song, how you were really, like, you sounded great.
I think being an actor helps, because like you're just kind of receptive to accents and dialects,
like the voice coaching
and
kind of a
and all that
thing.
kind of stuff. So I think whenever I'm speaking another language, it just sort of naturally, like, when I hear someone saying the words, I'm not just repeating the words, I'm actually like kind of almost doing an impression of what I hear. You know? So the accent, I don't know, I think for actors, maybe, I don't know, maybe that's just what I thought, is why I think the accent is just a little bit more natural.
Yeah. Fuego Lento means like a slow burn, like a simmer, right? Like, it's okay. So tell me, like, when you were, you know, putting together this song itself, was there a certain time of life that you were in that made you want to talk about this type of content, or like, where was it just like a fun,
really. It was just
like, enjoyable?
I just wanted to give a feeling of like, you know, a lot of music and a lot of songs are like, yo, let's leave the club right now, let's do this, let's like bam, 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 you know, it's like all, and I wanted something that sort of was more classic, and I think with like, you know, singing in Spanish, it kind of gave me that sort of feeling of like the classic love of, like, you know, waiting and courting and this whole kind of like letting it build up and into the explosion, you know. So it's like the slow, let it burn slowly, you know, have a slow burn and build up, you know.
So let's talk about the music video.
Yeah, what you want? Yeah, what's up?
You know what I want to talk about. Age restriction on this music. Yeah, he's taking a drink. He's like,
I didn't know that. There's
what is going on, Drake?
I have two music. I don't know. I just keep making these music videos, and then I upload them on YouTube, and then they restrict them.
YouTube's like, no.
I don't know.
No.
I got Rewind is restricted. You have to sign in for it. Fuego Lento is restricted. You have to sign in for it. I just go and make cool music videos, and then YouTube restricts them. I don't know. I think it's just because I like. I don't know. I like. I don't know.
Doesn't know. All right. Well, let me ask you this then.
No, I think it was a fun video we did. I was working with Chris Applebaum, who did those classic commercials with like Paris Hilton eating the cheeseburger for Carl's Jr. while she's washing the car, and all those classic commercials. And he did Umbrella for Rihanna, and Party in the USA for Miley, and Stacy's Mom, you know, like classic
Yeah,
video.
those are all classics.
And so we were working together, and I thought those commercials, those Carl's Jr. commercials, were so cool back in the day that I wanted to do something like that where, you know, these girls were just like eating spicy foods or foods that would melt or hot things, you know, kind of just like nothing to really do with the song at all. It's just a visual, you know, just cool visuals. So I got some friends of mine together, and we went up and just had fun and just had fun shooting that.
So what? Okay, so this is quite a departure from who we knew essentially on Nickelodeon. Let's say.
Well, you know, it's interesting because I get that a lot. In a lot of interviews, people they see this like my Rewind music video where basically the entire video I'm making out with a girl, and a lot of the interviews the people were like, you know, this is really interesting. This is such a departure from who you played on Drake and Josh, and I was like, What show were you watching? I made out with girls in every single episode. There were episodes where I would kiss a girl, and then I would look to my left and there would be another girl sitting on my other side, and I would make out with her too. I'm like, this is exactly just an adult version of this character, because he was literally like, I mean, if there's no way anybody could be like the Drake Parker in real life, because he was just, I mean, literally, I had a different girl in every episode. I would walk up to a girl and be like, you know, other than me, you're the most attractive girl in this, you're the most attractive person in this person in this room. And it would get the girl, she'd be like, oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Like, it's totally
were the Drake and Josh episodes restricted on YouTube?
They should have been.
There you go.
Some of the stuff we got away with. Some of the, like I said, like in that episode where I'm on an airplane and I have the middle seat and there's a girl on either side and I kiss them both. This was on Nickelodeon.
On Nickelodeon.
How is it? I was surprised. I was like, wow, we're getting away with a lot. So
to your point though, you are older now. Like, I mean, it's a different. I
like these glasses, by the way. This is very regal. I feel very.
Thank you.
I feel like
only the best for you.
I feel like there should be booze in it though. It's like.
Well,
these glasses are way too nice to just be drinking water. This is actually straight vodka.
I was just going to say, that's what we usually say if the interview doesn't go well, there was vodka, but no, always water. Okay, so Drake, answer this though. For those of, you know, the people who would watch the video and were surprised by the content, what do you say to them?
That were just surprised by it? I mean, I don't...
Or they maybe thought it was a little explicit or a little bit...
What do I say to them?
Do you have a response to them?
Keep watching. I don't know. I mean, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it got some reaction out of you. I think that's the cool thing about art. You know, I don't want anybody to just kind of go, oh yeah, that was cool. You know, because then it doesn't really make any kind of impact. I'd rather have somebody, you know, if you paint some mural on the wall and you have people walking by it, you don't want them to just walk by it as they're scrolling through Instagram on their phone and whatever, you know, you want them to be like, whoa, why would somebody put that on a wall? Do you see this? Like, what? Or you want them to walk by and go, oh my, wow, this is beautiful. This is amazing. You know, it's like either one of those, the artist has kind of done their job, you know, which is getting shaking people up or getting people to think a different way or to just like, you know, jolt them, you know, into some sort of different thought process for a moment, you know.
Having an impact.
Yeah, exactly, having some sort of impact. So I mean, it whatever the reaction is, hopefully it's either, you know, hopefully it's on one extreme or the other. I don't really want like someone to be like, oh yeah, did you see that Drake Bell music video? It was, yeah,
it was okay.
It was cool. It was cool. But did you see this other thing? Like, no, I want people to be like, oh my god, like that was what was great. I had one advertisement post for promo for the video. I had taken all of the all the comments off the YouTube video that were like, why'd you do this? This ruined my childhood.
Yeah.
Why? And I put them all together and like sped through them and then was like, swipe up now check out this video, you know. But it was like all of the bad comments. I'm like, my eyes are burning, or you know, all this funny stuff.
That's great. You're on tour now, right? So, I mean, what is that like? What are some of the highlights for you of getting to be live, playing your music in front of a crowd rather than maybe, you know, being on camera on a show or something like that?
I mean, playing live is the best. That's why that's what everything leads up to, is a live show, you know. that's what I loved about, when we were working on Drake and Josh the first couple of years, we had live audience, so it was really great to just get the instant reaction, and to be able to play off of that and feed off of it is really great. And being on the road and getting to meet so many different people and see so many different places, and you wind up in places that you would never ever go to in a million years, and you find such cool stuff and cool people, and then get to see what people think of the music. You sit in your room for so long, and you don't get to hear what songs people are liking, or if they're liking it at all, or what's going on. And then until you get out on the road and you're like, whoa, people are singing along to these lyrics. Oh wow, they really dig that song, or people are calling this song out before I played it, on stage, and that's cool. I released this new song and people are calling it out. They want to hear it. That's really cool. So yeah, I mean, just being on the road and playing live is like, that's the most fun. That's the best part of the job, is like the hour that you get to just walk on stage, play your show, and that's the best part of the job.
Well, Fuego Lento isn't the only new song that you've released, right?
No,
you have some other stuff. So tell me about your music.
I've released a bunch of new stuff. I just released a new pack of songs. It's like a little pack called Smoke It Up, and it's,
as you smile, as you say it.
It's like more urban. It's like I don't know what to call it. It's just cool.
Yeah. It's its own space.
I worked with Tank God, who did Rockstar for Post Malone.
That's awesome.
Cassius Clay, who did like Plug Walk, all Rich the Kid's record. So it's like very like along those lines. And then I just did a full Spanish version of Fuego Lento that's going to be released soon.
Awesome.
I did a funny cover of Gucci Gang,
Yeah.
Lil Pump's Gucci Gang that I released not too long ago.
You put that on your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a full version of it on Spot, wherever you get music. But it's cool to be unsigned and just be able to release music whenever you want and really do whatever type of music, like do some full pop stuff, and then come over here and work with people like Tank God and Cassius, and then go over here and do something totally different. It's then go work with some guys in Mexico, do like some reggaeton kind of stuff. It's just like, it just kind of frees up the whole creative process.
Yeah, you get the chance to do whatever you want and whatever you're feeling, which
totally.
That's the best kind of artistry, is just to get to be you and do what you want.
Yeah, and not be stifled by any guy in an office somewhere that thinks he knows best.
Yeah. Drake, before we get into 10 for 10, I have one more question for you. I know that I saw that you've been posting videos recently with Josh a little bit. Something I thought was really interesting was like a little tidbit that you said in one of the videos that you were talking about, like the cringiest moments. You had mentioned that the pilot for Drake and Josh, you guys shot it twice, and that Nickelodeon wasn't really into it?
Oh, no. Nickelodeon was not into Drake and Josh at all.
How is that possible? Because you guys
So we shot a pilot.
Yeah.
And then they waited a year to even let us know anything. Then, when then after a year, we got picked up. So we had to reshoot the pilot because there were some cast changes. So we reshot the pilot, and then when we reshot the pilot, it was like another 6 months to wait to see if we were gonna officially be picked up. And then they picked us up for 6 episodes.
Wow. So not a vote of confidence.
They had a lot of belief in the two of us. Oh yeah, a lot of belief in us. Didn't pick up our two pilots, or didn't pick up. Well, took forever to pick it up, and then they picked us up for 6 episodes. They're like, yeah, we'll try with this little thing over here, and so there was no support or anything from the network to begin with at all.
Wow.
Like none.
That's fascinating. I always think that's fascinating when you see shows that like do so well.
Yeah.
And you'd think that from the get-go everybody saw it as a win.
That was what
right?
This is going to be a hit. But no, nobody thought so. I mean, everybody, all the higher ups at Nickelodeon we were a risk that they were taking, and only taking it because of the track record of the producers involved and the writers involved. And
you guys, I mean, you were coming from the Amanda
we
show.
Come from the Amanda show, and we had a track record on the network. So that was really all they were putting their trust in. But there was not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was. I mean, because they'd had Keenan and Kel. They'd had stuff on the network like it, but I don't know if it was because it was more like Amanda show, all that kind of stuff happened. I don't know why they didn't, jump on it. But no, but it was cool.
Well, you showed that.
I think, but no, I think that's always Honestly, I've been working in this business for so long, and I've been able to experience like everybody getting into a project and going, oh, this is going to be great. The budget came in and it's all perfect, and everyone's ending their days on time, and everybody has great chemistry on set, and everybody loves each other, and everything's perfect, and everything's dandy, and it's just everything. And we didn't go overtime. We went under budget, and everything was great, and then you see the movie, and it's like just so underwhelming. You're just like, you're like, well, that was kind of boring. That was, but then when there's sort of like, wow, nobody really believes in this project right now. So it kind of gives you that little bit of like angst to kind of put a little bit more, passion into it, or there might be a little bit of an animosity amongst cast or crew on set, and not everything's going peachy keen, and not everything's, great. It almost sets up for
like a better
art in
better
the
art.
end. More, you can almost feel those projects when you're watching them. You can feel the tension and the good moments and the happy moments and the relief from, oh man, we had such a difficult scene today, and we overcame it, and it was so difficult for some people that maybe some of the cast was arguing or didn't like each other, were frustrated with each other, but for some reason that they used it, and then through, at the end of the day, the project has more life, than these projects 100%. Where you're just, oh, everyone loves each other and everything's great. Yeah. So I don't know if that, maybe gave us a little bit more, oomph to go, well, hey, like you said, like, yeah, we're going to show you, you know what, fine, you don't have belief in us, like, fine, I guess it's on our shoulders. It's, whoever's involved with actually the creation of the show, the producers, the cast, everybody really involved in the home team, not just the network. It kind of gave us a little bit more kick in our butt to kind of go.
Well, that's why I wanted to mention it, because I thought it was kind of cool. It's like for anybody who's ever heard no, it's a good example of keep to keep going.
Yep.
10 for 10. 10 questions, 10 seconds to answer each. Okay.
Okay.
Your first one: if you had to choose musician or actor.
Musician.
Who is your style icon? Could be one of. It doesn't have to be the only.
I know. I would have to say. Oh man.
You want to come back to this?
That's
one?
A tough one. There's so
many. We didn't
many.
say they were easy.
Elvis.
Oh, okay, cool. What about something that often inspires you to write a song?
Something that inspires me to write a song? Girls. Or a girl, like love.
Love, fair.
Relationships.
Other than your music, a song that we would catch you singing along to in the car now, like a current one.
I was rocking out to Filthy by Justin Timberlake earlier today in the car.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Okay, how about the best...
Say it's fake.
Yeah, wait. Oh, wait.
Go ahead,
I was
I'm
gonna.
not gonna continue. I
was gonna join in with you, but I think the rest of the.
Sorry. No.
Man down. No.
Sorry, don't worry about it.
I was gonna join in, but I think after that it's just like an instrumental.
Yeah.
So that's why I stopped. I was like, wait. Okay, there's something there. Okay, what's the best thing you've gotten to do as a result of your fame?
Well, I would say probably traveling. How did I say that? Like traveling? As I was thinking of another word. Probably travel and meeting the people that I've looked up to, like artists and musicians and actors and directors and writers, and that's the coolest. Traveling to places I'd never go and meeting people that have inspired me to do what I do.
What about your most meaningful tattoo?
My most meaningful tattoo? I don't know. I mean, I've got like... Oh, my mic's on my jacket.
Yep, we can hold it up. Yeah, there you go. Look at that.
I don't know. I mean, meaningful?
Yeah, like something that means something to you. I mean, I'm sure they all do, but...
Well, not really.
No? Some of them are just a feeling?
You know what happens when you have so many tattoos? The first tattoo you get, you think a lot about. You think, oh man, what's it gonna mean? And it's gotta be powerful, And then your second tattoo, you're like, okay, what's this one gonna be? And then your third tattoo, you're like, oh, something happened. I'm gonna get something. Then your fourth, fifth, sixth, you're like, Oh, what? Oh, dude, you're getting a tattoo? Where are you at? Oh, cool. Yeah, sure. I'll roll over and grab one with you. Yeah, cool. What are you gonna get? I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get there. Cool. Yeah, some little banger. I don't know. I got a little. I'll get a clown today. Oh, that little clown's cool. Yeah, sure. Throw that. I don't know. Where do I got some space? I'll throw it right there. Yeah. Oh, cool. I got some space here. Throw an eye there. I don't know. Put some rays around it. It just becomes.
Really?
It just becomes. Yeah. It just becomes like the barbershop. Like you're just going for a hang. It's more of like the hang session and
like the camaraderie and all that. That's with it.
Then,
okay.
Yeah, and then just kind of like filling in space and finding new like this. I just had space. I was like, I'll throw some dice there. So there's not really. I mean, there's ones I dig. Like obviously that I like. More like I really like that's one of my favorites probably right there.
Oh, that's cool. Got the bicep, the whole thing. Yeah, that's awesome.
But but there's not really much like sentimental. Like this one's from my mom.
Okay, so just like
really,
cooler
really
stuff.
Mom, I mean,
fair, yeah, I know
like
you're.
that on my body. Yeah.
Finish the sentence. Something I wish people knew about me is blank. We do need we want them to hear this one for sure.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay, I'm sorry, what was the question?
Sure. Something I wish people knew about me is blank.
Something I wish people knew about me? Mm-hmm.
You do have the chance to skip and come back. If you want.
Skip that one. I don't know. Everybody, I don't know what people don't know.
I think you're an open book. Everybody knows everything.
All
right, think on it. Favorite moment on the set of Drake and Josh?
Oh man.
Can you do it in 10 seconds?
That's hard. I mean, there's so many memories and anytime, honestly, just anytime Josh and I got to work together just by ourselves, like when we were trapped in a treehouse or stuck on the side of the road, and most of the episode was just he and I getting to play off each other. That's when we had the most fun. Or when we were doing late nights where, we'd show up. It'd be a night shoot, so we'd show up to set at around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and then once the sun goes down, we start shooting, and then once the sun comes up, we stop shooting. So we'd be shooting through the night. So we starting to get delirious around 3, 4 in the morning.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And we're still in costume. And we were like, about to do another take and looking at each other going like, it is 4 o'clock in the morning and we're supposed to be funny right now. Like, okay, let's go. All right, let's do it, buddy. Let's go.
I feel like that's when I'd be. I'm always my funniest at like after midnight because you're just like, you're delirious. You're just.
But you also have to stay on script.
That's true. Good point.
So
yeah, that's true. I don't have a script after midnight. Okay, what about your craziest nickname that you've ever had?
Oh, I don't
Do you
know.
have nicknames?
Not really. I don't have. I've never really had a nickname.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's okay. Fair. All right, back
DB,
to.
I mean DB. I mean people say that's DB. Not weird. I mean whatever. That's not a nickname. I don't know. I don't have a nickname.
Okay, that's fine. That's a valid answer too. All right, something you wish people knew about you, even if it's something like small.
Something that I wish people knew about me. Oh man, I don't know. That I wish they knew about me? I mean,
Or something you want them to know about you, something about you. A hobby you like, a fun thing that you do, a personality trait you have that you really like.
I'm a great kisser. I'm a fantastic kisser.
There you go.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, hey, we'll take it. If that's the feedback, that's the feedback. That's what it is. All right, your last one, because you're going to be at the Mercury Lounge tonight, right? You're going to be here in New York, so that's fantastic.
Got a show tonight.
So everybody should go check you out there. But in honor of my producer, whose name is Kyle.
Totally.
You know that we had to ask you. So how about you tell everybody? Usually I'm the one who does.
Okay. Okay, all right. Everyone, guys, listen up. My good bud, Drake Bell, is playing a show tonight, righteous, at the Mercury Lounge in New York City, and it's going to be totally awesome. You guys have to check him out. He's gonna rock. Mercury Lounge tonight at 8 o'clock. Totally.
Totally. That's amazing. Of course, you guys also have to go check out, not totally Kyle, but Drake Bell's music, Fuego Lento, and all of his other great songs. Thanks for being such a good sport and having some fun with that.
Yeah,
I appreciate
of course.
it.
Yeah, thanks. Sorry I couldn't come up with a better
I don't know what people want to know about me.
Hey, listen, I think you got a good one.
I read a lot. I don't know.
That's good.
What do you guys want to know?
take it.
Ask me a question, I'll tell you.
I'll take it.